everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday hairstyle video. This is what I do basically every day. Now that I have extensions, I always wear my hair down except for, if I'm at work or something. I usually curl my hair every single day. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the styling products that I use as well as the tools that I use to get my everyday hair look. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Alright, so every night I sleep with my hair in a braid. One, because I like the way that my hair comes out in the morning, and two, because I do have extensions, it keeps my hair from getting knotted at the roots and all down here. So when I take it out in the morning, it's easy for my fingers to run through. So I'm just gonna take out my braid from last night. Basically, it just leaves my hair nice and wavy. As you can see, these front pieces don't really make it to the braid because as I'm sleeping, they tend to fall out. That's just because that's my natural hair, so it doesn't really match the rest of my hair length. But I'll show you how to correct that. So first I'll kind of tell you what I use in the shower. It changes up. Anything that's sulfate free is really what I use, just because that's what's safe for my extension tape to make sure that they don't come out or get a whole bunch of buildup on them. So right now I'm using the BioTerra sulfate free shampoo. You can get it at Sally's. I don't have it here with me. It's at my mom's house with my dad's. But yeah, that's what I'll use in the shower. And then my purple shampoo that I use, I'll link it down below. Again, unprepared, I don't have it with me, but I will link it down below. It's a sulfate-free shampoo, and it is probably the best purple shampoo that I've ever used. When I don't have my extensions in, I'll use Shimmer Light's purple shampoo. I never use the conditioner, only the shampoo, and you can get that one at Sally's. So if you don't have to worry about the whole sulfate-free thing, that's a really nice one. So I'm kind of gonna give you just a close-up of my hair. It looks really warm in this lighting, but that's okay. So this is my hair here. I have it all on the top. My natural hair is probably to about there, I'd say. So Alex does my extensions. You can find her on Instagram at thisisstrands. I'll put it down below. And I get 22-inch extensions. I have 150 grams and they're tape-ins, like I said before. The only thing I find with these ones is that you can't put your hair up back in a ponytail, like a high ponytail. So at work, I'll put it in a low ponytail and kind of just bring it to the side like this, which is still cute. But if I wanted to put my hair up, I'll show you. Can't really do that just because you can see the extensions. And then I get my color done by Hair by Sam on Instagram. I've posted her a bunch on my stories and things like that, but again, I'll link her down below. Each time I go, I basically just get baby lights and just kind of keep it with my roots. I haven't gone since October, and last time I did go, I got it very close to my roots. So this is my growth here. It's not that bad the way she does it. It blends out very nicely as it starts to grow out, and I kind of have been preferring the root lately. Sure, when summer comes, I'll want to have it back up to my roots again. Okay, so that was kind of a rundown on who does my hair, what I use in the shower. Now I'll move on to what I use after the shower. So as my leave-in conditioner type of thing, detangler, whatever you want to call it, I use the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser Invisible Oil. It's a very big container. This is the second one that I've had. And basically this is a UV and heat protectant primer, so it'll protect your hair from the sun and from your hot tools. I don't think it says up to what degree with the hot tools, but I use 450 for my curling iron and I'm fine with this one. Basically what I do is I spray it through my hair. I don't even know how many sprays I do. Before, when I had extensions, I would do 8 pumps into my hand, rub it between my fingers and brush through like that. But I find just spraying in my hair with my extensions a lot easier. And also to make sure you always get these pieces here, because sometimes I tend to neglect them, and those are the pieces that you're really like straightening, or for me, I'm always touching them. Same with underneath here, I'm always sitting there going like this. So you really want to make sure you spray those areas with your heat protectant. So another heat protectant that I use, I don't know if this is necessary. I used to use the Olaplex number 6 leave-in, so I would use this heat protectant with it. But lately I've just been using both. This one's very thin, so I don't find it builds up in my hair. So this is the Color Wow heat protectant. It says the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. So with this one, again, I just spray it through my hair, and then I just kind of go through with my fingers and make sure everything is nice and brushed out. And then the last product that I use in my hair after the shower is the Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. This one I find is really nice and light. I also love the packaging. So most oils, like if you were to just turn them upside down, they just start running out, but this one, you actually have to like hit it, if that makes sense, for it to come out. So that's what I really like about this. I never put too much in my hair because I'm never putting too much in my hand. And then one of the hair treatments that I'll do probably once a month is the Olaplex number 3. With this one, you want to just get your hair wet and then put it in when your hair is towel dry. Don't wash your hair, don't condition yet. You put this in just after water. It says to leave in for at least 10 minutes, but like I don't find that does anything, so I sleep with it on, and then in the morning I wash and condition my hair. And this will just help your hair feel a lot smoother. It kind of like adds hydration so your so your hair doesn't look as dry. All right, so now for actually styling the hair. Straightener, I don't really have a specific one that I use. I do have a GHD straightener. It's been missing since Christmas though, so I don't know if my sisters have taken it up to school or what it is, but I cannot find it for the life of me. So anyway, I just use whatever straighteners around the house. At my dad's house, I have this one here. This is the Rusk Deep Shine straightener. I don't find it's like amazing, but I don't really straighten my whole head anyway. I mainly only do these pieces, which is what I'll show you in a bit. This one I just got at school. Yeah, it's definitely not the best straightener. GHD straighteners are really good. Amika, very, very good. And then this is the curling wand that I've been using. It's the Dry Bar curling wand. Again, I'll link the actual name of it down below. It does get a little bit skinnier and gets a little bit wider up here, which I've never had a curling iron like that, but I do really like this one. This one heats up all the way to 450, and I do put it all the way up to 450 just because I find my extensions sometimes don't hold the curl like my normal hair would, just because these ones are so much silkier. They haven't been through as much as my actual hair has. I got this one just at Christmas, and I've been using it ever since then because my other one kind of died out on me. But yeah, I really, really like this one, and I'll be continuing to use it until this one dies. So for this part, I'm gonna be looking over here just at myself in the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. But basically, the first thing that I'll do is I'll take my straightener, and what I want to do is mimic the waves that I have going on down here up at the top of my hair at the front pieces that don't really make it into the braid at night. So what I'm going to do is just take the front section right here. I don't worry about back here because I'm mainly just going to be curling that area. And I'll take this, and what I do is kind of go back and forth to have a little bit of a wave at the front of my hair. Now, I'm not an expert at hair, so this might look like I'm making it very hard for myself, and you're probably right. Probably am. I don't know if you can see that there. I have a little bit of a wave now, so when I curl the rest of my hair, it just looks like the wave was naturally there. I don't do the bottom because I'm going to be curling this area, and I find that if I do this all the way at the bottom, the curl doesn't stay as well just because the straightener's been over it. So this looks kind of stupid, but I just have the littlest bit of a crimp at the top. I would love if I had a waver and I could just, and then it would wave itself, but I don't, so that's what I do with that. Then what I'll do is I'll take like those little pieces that always get curled behind your ear and straighten them just because they drive me crazy. If, you know, I put my hair behind my ear and then they stick out all over the place. So what you could do is you could keep waving these pieces all the way at the front and just wear the hair as braids, like waves. But I'm going to curl my hair just because that's what I like doing every day. So I start usually at the back of my hair and work my way forward. So just for it to be easier for you to see, I'm going to start on this side. And with the braids, I don't do super, super tight curls. I find throughout the day, if I curl them kind of loosely and then they start to fall, it's almost like the braid and the curl mesh together to create like a perfect wave. So I'm just gonna start at the back here. And I go outward from my face towards my face, out from my face towards my face. So I'll start back here and just go out. And then I always leave a little piece out at the bottom of the braid, or out of the curl, because that also creates more of like a beachy sort of look. So that one was away from my face, so now I'm going to do one towards my face. And I almost lay it kind of flat. I don't do it in like a clump when I curl. I lay the hair pretty flat on the curling iron. I I have found that since I've gotten extensions, the look I like for my curls has changed a lot. Before I got the extensions, I liked more like a voluminous curl. Now I like them to be a little bit longer, obviously because the hair's longer, but I like them to not be so coiled up and not as voluminous, just because I have all of this hair now, and if I make it look huge, it just looks insane and so fake. A lot of time people don't even know that I have extensions. Like obviously people that know me or saw me before, but when I'm at work and things like that, oh my god, this cord's like laying on my head. But when I'm at work, people are always like, is that your real hair? Oh my god, I love your hair. I'm like, yeah, you could buy it and you can get the same thing. But yeah. Now, when you're curling extensions and trying to blend them with your real hair, I never go too high because this piece here is my real hair, okay? So only the end is getting curled, if you can see that. If I'm curling it all the way up here, it's going to separate from the rest of my hair and it's going to look super fake. So that's a way that I kind of camouflage it. So when it falls, it just looks like one piece rather than two separated pieces. Now this last piece at the front here, obviously all this hair isn't going to fit into it. I grab as much as I possibly can to put into the curl, but sometimes, you know, you just have that little front piece that falls, which is fine. This one's the most important curl that you're going to do. You're really going to want to make sure that you blend the short pieces with your extensions. I'm kind of rolling it down my head and leaving that piece out. So I always check this piece, and sometimes I will have to go over my natural hair again and just grab them and kind of like separate them, and I almost pull them so the curl doesn't stay in them as much. Just like that. This is what one side's looking like before we take our brush and brush it out before they fall and everything. Now these front little pieces here, since I have kind of a big section here, I'm going to do two sections. So this first one is the smallest one, and I'm just going to curl the very ends. And I don't leave a piece out with this, because if I leave a piece out at the bottom, then it's going to look like it's sticking out the side of my head. So I do it like, don't hold it as long as the rest. And with this piece, I will bring it up a little bit higher, but we have that wave in there that kind of helps it mesh with the rest of the hair. So just like that. So now I'm going to just leave these pieces to set how they are, and then we'll move on to the other side. I'm gonna just speed through this. Okay, so this is my hair before I brush anything out. I do not like how it looks right now, so I always brush it. When I do this, I use a little bit of a thicker, like, more intense brush just to really get all the curls out of there. After and before and in the shower, actually, I use a wet brush because they are the most gentle on your hair. Now, right now, my hair is crazy, and I have this thing where I always do my hair before my makeup, and then, I'm gonna recurl this piece a little, and then by the time my makeup's done, my hair is perfect. But today I did my makeup before my hair, so I don't really have that time to let it fall, so I'm just gonna roll with it. But yeah, it's basically, I didn't do it too tight today, so it's actually all right. But this is the end result, and tomorrow it will look even better. My curls last like really well for about like 2 days, I'd say, and then by the third day I'll have to, you know, grab a few pieces, touch them up, and it'll be fine again. Tomorrow my hair will be kind of a mix of the braids and the curls, and it looks like very, very nice, especially because I do sleep with a braid in. So braiding on top of the curled hair just makes it look so good the next day. So this is hair. Another thing that I'll sometimes use is the Amika Undone Volume and Texture Spray. This I'm not going to use today because my hair has a lot of volume, but on like the third day, I'll spray this in my hair. It gives it a bit more of a grit so that it's not, you know, falling on top of each other. It's kind of like building on itself. So yeah, that was my everyday hair routine. I guess it's not every day because it does last a few days, but yeah, this is what I usually like my hair to look like. I'm in love with my extensions, I'm in love with my color. I have found the two best people ever to do my hair, and I'm so happy. Yeah, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I will have more videos coming out soon. I'm thinking of doing like a daily vlog or something like that, just so you can see a little bit more into my life instead of these, you know, tutorials and routines and things like that. So I thought that would be fun. And yeah, give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you guys soon.